Do you guys remember a simpler time in your lives when work wasn't absolutely bending you over every single day? Because I certainly don't. I certainly don't. It has been a good almost a month now of me just waking up every day, logging into my laptop, and just looking at my screen and just being like, oh dear God, I'm not going to have a fun one today. But regardless, we're here. Star Rail does not wait for better times in our lives. It drops trailers, it drops versions, and it moves on. And that is what we have here today. Yao Guang character trailer has dropped, and we are only a few days away, or just one day away, right, from 4.0 being released and being able to go to a new planet. Planet Arcadia is on the horizon. Whole bunch of really exciting things that we're going to be able to experience in game here soon. So super hyped for that. So that is what we're here today to do. We're here to react to the character trailer, but not just the character trailer. We've also got the kind of like I forget what they're called, aha instant trailers that they've been doing leading up to 4.0. That still is something I haven't watched yet. So the most recently released trailer that seems to be Yao Guang focused because she's on the thumbnail. We're gonna react to that first, and then we'll react to the character trailer. So it should be a fun one. Hi, hello, and welcome everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, it's been a crazy week, man. Like I still have work to do. So like after I'm done streaming tonight, I will be logging on to my work laptop for just a couple of minutes and taking care of a few emails. But yeah, just it's I'm hoping that this is the last week of, this kind of like storm that I'm dealing with at my job, and that, we return to normalcy sometime after. But yeah, it's going to be difficult for me to manage for a bit. So thankfully the 4.0 release is happening closer to a weekend, which is going to make it a bit easier. So that's actually a nice transition to our housekeeping items for today. Ginger Crown, good to see you, my friend. Andreas, this is you, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, my friend. Ginger Crown is your YouTube alias. Hope you're doing well, Andreas. Good to see you, my friend. If I'm incorrect, please correct me. I apologize for that. Ginger Grown, not Ginger Crown. But housekeeping items, like I mentioned, today we'll be reacting to the two trailers that I have yet to react to on the channel. The one that just dropped, which is the Yao Guang character trailer, and the Aha Instant that we did not react to yet, which dropped a few days ago. When will you see me next? You'll probably see me tomorrow night, because that is when 4.0 drops, which means that Yao Guang will be summonable, and it means that we will be going for her and her light cone. So that's the plan. We'll do summons tomorrow night, and then you guys might be expecting that the day after we're gonna play through the version patch, the story. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the case. You guys know that I typically do not stream on Fridays because that is the day where I go and spend time with family. And that is the same thing for this week, but even more so. I've got a concert that I will be going to with my family this Friday, so in just 2 days. And that would typically be when we play through the story quest. So we're not going to be able to do it as soon as we usually do it. But I will promise that we will do it during the weekend. So probably Saturday, if not Saturday, definitely Sunday. We will do the story quest. We will do it all in one. We'll do the whole story quest in a single playthrough, and we'll do it then. So next time you see me will be tomorrow night, probably, to do summons for Yao Guang. That should be fun. Hopefully we get lucky. And then 1 day break, and then this weekend will be when we do the actual 4.0 story quest, which is really I'm very excited for it. I'm excited to see what's going on with Sunday, being with Yao Guang seemingly. I'm excited to see what's going on with this kind of like whole sparkle business, and just a new path to focus on as well. New characters to be introduced should be exciting. So, but yeah, that is the first housekeeping item. As for the second housekeeping item that I want to discuss today, minor change in setup will be coming soon. I have been dealing with a bit of a monitor issue at the moment. One of my monitors is very slowly, but also concerningly breaking and glitching, and it's made life difficult for me. Thankfully, I did order a new monitor finally. That should be coming in fairly soon. So we'll be setting that up. The reason I bring it up, because normally you guys don't get to see my monitor, you will, but the reason I bring it up is because I'm not sure how this monitor is going to influence the lighting on my face. So I think I've mastered the lighting with this new camera. I think the new webcam that we got makes me look really good, but there's a good chance that visually my webcam might have different lighting going forward because of the new monitor. So we'll see what happens there. I'm supposed to get it tomorrow, and I will be installing it probably tomorrow, and then going live with the summons later that night. And hopefully all goes well. Hopefully things don't change too much, but I'm hoping that everything goes well. So yeah, very minor change. I don't think it's going to be anything that you guys will need to be worried about. But I'm not a you know what they say: prepare for the worst and hope for the best. So that's what we're going to be doing. So all right, let's go ahead and get started. I have the first trailer pulled up, which is the not it's okay. It's the improv tour trailer, not Aha Instant. So I was incorrect, but it seems to be Yao Guang focused. So we're gonna watch that first, and we'll do the same thing that we usually do. So for those of you who had never been here for a reaction, this is what we always do. We will watch the trailer in full once, blind. You get my raw reaction, full emotions and everything. Then we will go through it a second time. Once again, we will just watch it all the way through. No pauses, no breaks on these first two watches. The second time through, my adrenaline has calmed down a bit. My emotions are, reining themselves back in. I can then analyze it a bit further, kind of get the experience of the trailer properly without, like being just like overwhelmed. And then we'll do a third watch through, which is us pausing, really honing in on the details, theorizing, hyperfixating, taking a look at small details, and then that will be the reaction. Then we'll go on to the next one because we're doing two trailers today. We'll watch it once all the way through, blind, no pauses, raw reaction. Second time, again, no pauses. This time, a bit more controlled. Third time, we'll, take our time with it, have the details in our faces, and just go slowly but surely. So that is the way we do things around these parts of town. So hopefully you guys enjoy it as we get started here. But let's go ahead and go over to this. So we've got improv tour trailer Beyond Wheel and Woe. We'll be reacting to this first, and then we'll react to the character trailer that just dropped an hour ago, or just a little over an hour ago, I think. So hopefully both trailers are really good. I've done a really good job this time of avoiding spoilers for each trailer. Obviously, this past trailer that's just dropped a few days ago has been more difficult to dodge, so I have seen a few things, but barely anything. It's been like the top of a couple of screenshots and hasn't spoiled anything. So I know next to nothing about this character trailer. The reason I decided to wait to react to this one was because it did seem to be Yao Guang focused, so I figured I'd react to it with the character trailer once that dropped. But yeah, who knows? This could be about anything. This could be a Xianzhou focused trailer. It could be a trailer that focuses on something completely different that's not Yao Guang, so who knows? But yeah. So let's go ahead and make sure. So yeah, closed captions are on. We're at what, 30%, 20? Let's do 25% because recently I've gotten a few complaints that the game or video audio is a bit too loud, that it overpowers my voice. So we're gonna keep it lower. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So this is the improv tour trailer Beyond Wheel and Woe. In 3, 2, 1.
The results remain the same.
Oh, hi, Fushuan.
Does Xianzhou become involved with the Anti-Destruction Alliance?
An Arbiter General will meet with misfortune.
Oh.
You see, Junior Soar, there's your chance to become a general. Hey, it was a joke.
Yeah, I was
The
gonna
least
say
you
that's a
could
bit
do
of a
is
tense
smile.
joke.
Let's skip the serious talk. Did you forget our showdown at the card table? Compared to optimal play, good luck is what's truly invincible.
True. Have you met Aventurine?
Madam Yao, have I not seen your gift for turning woe into weal?
Oh,
You choose the
Roll
deadliest
credits.
routes and still make the Yuchue richer every year. A mere
Richer.
designer behind enemy lines, always managing to
Whoa,
win in the
she
most
looks cool
surprising
there.
ways. Not to mention that audacious gamble of yours.
Intercepting the lawful suspect.
oh, this OST is
I
really
call
good.
that seizing up
Ron
rare
May and
But
damn,
through the traveling
Locha
journey
ore
you
farming
traverse
like
Vile
this.
Earth, you won't just lose your position. Your very life will be forfeit.
Relax. It'll all turn out fine in the end.
Okay, so
But
her
this
life's at
omen is
risk.
unlike any before. When an eon comes into play, look to the Thonghu, our clearest cautionary tale. Only because Master used his body to summon the rainbow did that battle have a sliver of hope.
Whoa, we.
Despite giving everything, that was the only time
Oh,
that changed the
damn.
outcome.
This is the first time we've ever seen her vulnerable like this.
I've wondered whether turning woe into weal was always just a stroke of luck.
I wasn't
game
expecting to
plays
get Yao
two
Guang
gods.
backstory.
Mortals can do nothing to change the outcome.
But next time, and the time after that, we still
Oh,
have no choice but
does
to pray
that-
for the rainbow's luck's
Mm.
arrow to fall.
Huh. There are always more paths. than
That was
obstacles.
Lon's power, yeah?
In an encounter with the genius.
That is a
guided by
shot.
the erudition's
Oh man, this
calculations,
OST is
I
just
persist.
popping off.
Plain Arcadia. An Eon's game is about to begin.
Yes, please.
Isn't a surprise created by the elation precisely the variable we need? That fickle Eon may grant you godhood in an instant.
She wants the
or
1
scatter
minute.
you to the void just as easily. But once their gaze is cast, even as a puppet,
Uh-huh.
I can shift the course of their trajectories.
Can you?
This
I
time,
feel
I will invite a god onto the board. And for the future of the cosmos, draw the most auspicious lot.
well damn.
I'm going.
That makes me a bit
The
nervous.
marshal has already agreed, so don't waste your breath.
Huayan.
The seer strategist, still as decisive as ever.
Sit tight and enjoy the show.
God, she looks so cool. Oh, this one got ominous quickly.
Blessed with remarkable fortune. But turning woe into weal is to invite karma upon oneself.
I love the way they're using like the peacock plumage
She must have foreseen this outcome long ago.
being corrupted.
That one day, misfortune would catch up to her.
Potentially
Yet the starlight she pursues
our
may
first
disappear.
major character death for the Xianzhou.
Without becoming a player on the board, how can the endgame ever be changed? Looks like it's time we make our move.
That makes me nervous because up until now I've been able to just like trust that the Xianzhou is mostly going to stay on the sidelines. If the Arbiter General, specifically Yao Guang, is starting to intervene this directly, that is a bit interesting. Like, what has caused them to have to intervene like this? Probably Godslayer Protocol, right? Locha and Jing Liu coming forth with this potential plan that is going to kickstart the Eon War. It's going to drive it forward or bring it to the forefront much closer than we thought it would. But yeah, this is interesting. Oh man, that was such an interesting trailer. Number one, the OST was incredible. I mean, just I love some of the more like orchestral OSTs that they put out. Like this one just sounded more like I was in a grand theater or a grand auditorium, you know, listening to just a classic orchestra play. And it was slow, it was steady, just kind of really leaning on the lore a bit more than recent trailers have, which was a nice surprise for me because all the Elation stuff has been super fun and super exciting, right? But it can be a bit overwhelming, right? Lots of colors, lots of, you know, different visual elements popping out in your face, and this one felt steady. This one felt, you know, sit back, enjoy the show. So that's what we're gonna do because we're gonna watch it again. And this time I'm going to pay a bit more attention to the dialogue. But I think that first watch through, I was able to really get a sense of what this trailer is supposed
The
to do.
results remain the same. Should the Xianzhou become involved with the Anti-Destruction Alliance?
An Arbiter General will meet with misfortune.
Not necessarily
You see,
death,
Junior
just
Sword,
misfortune.
There's your chance to become a general. Hey, it was a joke. The least you could do is smile.
That's what
Let's
I
skip the
assumed to
serious
be
talk.
their
Did you
former
forget our
master
showdown
in
at
the middle
card
there.
Table? Compared to optimal play, good luck is what's truly invincible.
Rest in
Madam
peace,
Yao.
Fu Xuan.
Have I not seen your gift for turning woe into weal? You choose the deadliest routes and still make the Yuchue richer every year.
Richer every year is a
mere
very
diviner behind enemy
interesting
lines, always
line.
managing to win in the most surprising ways. Not to
Richer
mention that
literally,
audacious
or
gamble
richer
of
in
course.
resources, or richer
Intercepting
in a
the
different
lawful
way.
suspect? I call that seizing a rare opening.
So
But should that
Locha
pathway
and
stir the
Ron
Yuchue's
May
foul
here.
earth, you won't just lose your position. Your very life will be
This is
forfeit.
more basically saying that the
Relax.
risk Yao Guang
It'll
is,
all turn out
is
fine.
taking is endangering her life.
But this omen is unlike any before. When an eon comes into play, look to the Thonghu, our clearest cautionary tale. Only because Master used his body to summon the rainbow did that battle have a sliver of hope.
Yeah, this is really cool. The fact that
Despite giving
we get to see her
everything,
being like
that was
this
the only
vulnerable
time
so
to change
early
the
on.
outcome.
Is
I've
she?
wondered whether turning woe into weal was always just a stroke of luck.
You know what? I'll save
In a
it for
game
later.
played between gods, mortals can do nothing to change the outcome.
You say that, but I feel like
And the time after that, will we still have no choice but
No,
to
that
pray
is-
for the rainbow
that is
floods
Lon's
Errol to
power.
fall?
Huh. There are always more paths than obstacles.
oh, that's a
In
good
an
line.
encounter with the genius,
One of my
guided
favorite
by the erudition's
visuals right here.
calculations, I glimpsed plain Arcadia. An eon's
Erudition's
game is about to
calculations,
begin.
which suggests that Ron May
Isn't
has
a
somehow
surprise
tapped into
created
that
by
power.
the elation precisely the variable we need? That fickle eon may grant you
Hey,
confidence
Goldie,
in
good to see you, my friend.
or scatter you to the void.
No, we're still doing the first trailer, which is
But once their
awesome.
gaze is cast, even as a
I might like this one more than the character
can
trailer, to
shift
be
the
honest.
course
We'll
of
see.
their trajectories. This time, I will invite a god onto the board.
Invite is an interesting
And
word
for the
choice as
future of the
well.
cosmos,
Also, her voice
God
actor is
does
really
what
good.
he wants. I'm going. The marshal has already agreed, so
So Marshal
don't waste
Hua
your breath.
is aware of this potential risk
This
on
here
her life,
strategist, still as decisive
but
as ever.
still has agreed that she
Sit
should be the
tight
one
and
going.
enjoy
Look at
the
the
show.
absolute queen.
The seer strategist is blessed with remarkable fortune. For turning woe into
They're on their
weal,
improv tour.
karma
Yeah, we're doing the
upon
improv
oneself.
tour first, Goldie. Raw.
She must have foreseen this outcome long ago. That one day, misfortune would catch up to her.
Yet the starlight she pursues may be just ahead.
There are more paths than
Without becoming a player
obstacles.
on the board, how can the endgame ever be changed? Looks like it's time we make our move.
God, I really like this trailer. You know, I was talking about it earlier, and Goldie, good to have you here. I don't know if you'll agree with me on this. I feel like these days I prefer the slower, kind of steadier and epic Star Rail content. Like the like stuff with like, you know, Planet Arcadia and some of the ending stuff with Amphorius, where it was like things are moving fast and quickly and there's high energy coming at you at all times. Very stimulating, right? And that is really cool. But now that Amphorius is over and we've gotten kind of like this 8-week long period where we've been able to settle down, I've wanted us to return to like this type of trailer or like this type of content, which is like, here is the lore in the world that we've set up. Here's this amazing character design, and just here's a backstory. Here's an amazing, steady, slow OST that, you know, billows and reins itself back in and just like really lets you experience those swells of emotion, and then gives you a nice breather, and then here we go again, and like it kind of feels like a a sensual dance of back and forth, like pulling you to and from. And it's been a nice, this trailer has been a fantastic change of pace from what we've had recently, which is like elation, haha, bam, boom, you know, like, and I don't know, that's why I really like it. Anyway, let's go through this really quickly, frame by frame, and just have a kind of a quick look at it. But I feel like we've been able to kind of discern a lot of the things just from these initial watches. So the trailer starts with Fu Xuan and Yao Guang at the Matrix, basically just doing their thing. They're divining. They're trying to, you know, take a look into the future, kind of make sure that, oh, you know, is one of us going to die? If one of us dies, is it worth it? Who knows, right? And seemingly, yeah, like there seems to be a very large risk in which if, you know, the Xianzhou proceed with whatever this plan is that they are, you know, strategizing and, you know, using the Matrix to support the plan, supposedly an Arbiter General is going to meet some type of misfortune. Now, this misfortune in this trailer is described as potentially the loss of a life, but it's not directly confirmed, not quite yet, in my opinion. But it is alluded, or, you know, it can be interpreted that the Arbiter General in question is Yao Guang, which, like, yeah, we're not going to be like, oh, an Arbiter General will meet their misfortune. It's going to be like Jing Yuan. Like, no, Jing Yuan was released all the way back in 1.1 or 1.0. Like, he's not the focus of this. Like, obviously, Yao Guang is the focus. So, seemingly, based on this, something has happened. Xianzhou was planning, they're strategizing, and they want to go to Plan Arcadia to effectively drive this plan forward. But by doing so, they are now risking Yao Guang's life. Yao Guang makes kind of like a throwaway joke here, like, oh yeah, if I die, you can take over Fu Xuan, like you can become Arbiter General, which we know she's always wanted. But clearly she doesn't want to achieve that this way. We then kind of like flash back, I think, in time to when Yao Guang and Fu Xuan were kind of studying together under the former Arbiter General. We knew that Fu Xuan and specifically Yao Guang as well had a teacher who, obviously, if I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they were an Arbiter General who isn't around anymore. And, you know, Yao Guang took over as, you know, the head diviner, or not the head diviner, but the peer strategist. I forget what the official title is. It's on the character trailer thumbnail. So, but we get this flashback of them like back in the day, where we get to kind of get a little bit more perspective to this kind of relationship that Yao Guang has with quote unquote luck. Now, it's not, I don't necessarily see it as just like good luck, because if it were just that, we're just doing Aventuring again, right? The way I read this mention of like misfortune or luck with Yao Guang's character is, you know, her strategical ability and skill and the amount of risk involved with it. To me, what is kind of being communicated here is that Yao Guang is an excellent strategist, probably the best that the Arbiter Generals have to offer. Well, maybe not, because Jing Yuan exists, but who knows, right? But that she is aggressive, that she takes risks with her strategies, and that they almost always pay off, but that you know, that good luck with her strategies is seemingly catching up to her. So that's what this line tells me here, that she always takes like the most aggressive, the most risky routes with her strategy and her decision making, and it seems to pay off. We get a little insight here. This is a really cool shot, in my opinion, of Yao Guang on the front lines. Like, she is seemingly here on the front lines. This is Borison. Like, she's doing something in their camp that I assume is going to impact whatever battle this is. So, cool visual. Moving forward here, we get one of the most interesting parts of this entire trailer, which is Yao Guang at a meeting table with Ron Mei and Locha. Jing Liu not found here. I don't see her here at all. Locha, I expect, right? Because he's working things behind his hands. This is like Void Archives potentially, Godslayer Protocol, right? I've got a part of the Eon of Propagation's a corpse with me. Like obviously, like we know he's doing big things behind the scenes here. But I knew that Ron May had been pulled into Godslayer Protocol, or at the very least is being consulted about this, because we know she's been working with the Eon of Propagation as well. But looks like she's front and center. She's involved here directly. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. And then we get an absolutely sick shot of Locha just aura farming in front of the arboreal, tree. And this is where we get like this is like the hardest confirmation that, okay, this misfortune that they're talking about with Yao Guang is directly concerning her life, which, you know, potentially we'll see. I would be surprised if they killed her too early on, but potentially she does die. It just in later patches in 4.x. So she kind of dismisses though, like she kind of dismisses this, and kind of the conversation continues. Then we get, I think, my favorite part of the trailer, a flashback once again to probably the time when Yao Guang and Fu Xuan were still studying under their teacher, and seemingly this is his sacrifice, where he sacrificed or gave up his body in some way in order to summon the power of Lan. And it seems, you know, directly as well, because looks like we later see in the trailer that, you know, Lan fires this type of arrow that seemingly seems like a pillar of light and rainbow. It's pretty cool. But my favorite part is this. We get to see this character who we don't know very well, right? We don't know this character very well yet. We've really only seen her in trailers, and we got a glimpse of her, you know, dialogue in 3.7. But from what we've seen of Yao Guang, she seems to be very steady, very composed, very mature, you know, a character that has her wits together, that, you know, she's collected and approaches things with a very calm mind. And that's, you know, I think what we're mostly going to get of her character, you know, going forward in 4.x. But we do get this hint of her character very early on. Like she's not even out yet, of her being vulnerable here. Like this is an expression of dread and of complete sorrow. Like she's aware of what is going to happen here. She's about to lose her master, probably someone she was extremely close to, and then she immediately starts trying to influence the outcome. Like this might be her power. It could be a visual representation of like her trying to implement different strategies to her hopefully circumvent her master's death. And she keeps trying and it keeps failing. She tries once, it doesn't work. She kind of recoils back and she's like, oh God, no, I don't accept this. I'm going to try this again. So she tries again, fails once again, fails again. And you can kind of see the path in front of her darken as she comes to acceptance of what's about to happen. And then immediately after, her master obviously dies in order to summon Lan's power. And you can kind of see this change her perspective. Like maybe before this, she wasn't quite as cynical or quite as distrusting. Well, now this is the perspective that she takes. She's, Suki, good to see you. Fastest stream ever. No, I've had a couple of streams that have been a bit faster, thankfully. But I took a good nap, Suki, so I've got a lot of energy. We're going to be doing the improv tour trailer here. We're almost about to finish, so if you want to see the reaction of that, you can watch the VOD back. We're going to go on to the character trailer here soon. But good to see you, Suki. Hope you're doing well. Hope all is good on your end. So, but yeah, so he probably sacrifices himself. Lan fires his arrow. They win the war, and now she's a different person. She's changed. She has lost someone close to her. Her strategies or her fortune has failed, and now her, perspective on life, war, potentially eons in general, the path system in general is different. So yeah, really interesting and very great part of her trailer. This is a fantastic visual. Again, just confirmation once again that Ron May has been working with the Xianzhou on potentially Godslayer protocol. This part seems to be just more with relation to Noose and his calculations, determining that something is going to happen in Planet Arcadia. And then this is the part of the trailer that kind of transitions more to like building up the hype for Planet Arcadia, them talking about what's going to happen in 4.x, how, you know, the game that is being planned within Planet Arcadia was going to give someone the power of Aha, potentially for just a minute, who knows, and that seemingly Yao Guang is trying to, you know, manipulate the events of 4.0 or 4.x to try to, you know, take those what is happening and, you know, further the Xianzhou's agenda. What that could be, who knows. Excuse me, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Had to cough there for a bit. This is another very interesting part of the trailer. You get to see Yao Guang with the other Arbiter generals that we know of, right? So this is Fei Xiao, Jing Guan, obviously Hua Yan, and then there's Yao Guang. They're kind of, I would imagine, deciding who of the Arbiter generals is going to go to Planet Arcadia to try to, you know, influence events to further their agenda. And there might have been some type of disagreement, because Yao Guang says here, like, pretty, like, you know, in your face, I'm going. The marshal has already agreed. Like, hey, it's me. Like, I'm the one who's going to go. You guys have no say in this. We've already come to an agreement. And you can kind of see their reactions. It's like Hua Yan's is more of one of concern. Fei Xiao is also concerned, but she's more, I think, tense here. And Jing Yuan is like exasperated, obviously concerned as well, but then he is able to kind of reel himself back in, and the absolute queen stepping forward away from the meeting. So yeah, and that's really where the trailer ends here, is kind of like at this point we're just building hype for 4.x, kind of taking her peacock aesthetic, kind of corrupting it, making it almost dark, to kind of show the forebodingness of what's going to happen potentially to this character. So, but yeah, great trailer. Fantastic trailer. Okay, so that was the Improv Tour trailer. Really great. Definitely, I think, my type of trailer. But we've got one more trailer here. This is her character trailer that just dropped a few hours ago. So this one is the main one. This is her, like, this is like a dedicated Yao Guang trailer. Like this was also a dedicated Yao Guang trailer, but they could have called this just Myriad Celestia and it would have just been the same thing. But they already did a Myriad Celestia. So anywho, we're at 25%. Closed captions are on. So same deal as what we just did. We're going to watch it through 3 times. The first time through is going to be my full reaction. Second time through, we're going to go through it again. No pauses, no breaks. Analyze it a bit more. Third time through, we'll go through it frame by frame. Analyze, hyperfixate, theorize, the whole shebang. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right, well, this is Yao Guang's character trailer. All the best. Interesting title. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh.
Hey,
What the?
Fei Xiao,
Oh.
I made it. Just stepped off
Oh,
the star skiff.
she's driving, and also Ting Yun. What the fuck? Oh my god, my poor Ting Yun. Mission's going smoothly. Oh yeah, absolute diva.
Wow, these folks make the Yaoqing look tame.
Oh, this is the complete opposite type of trailer of what we just had. Oh look, she's a diva through and through.
As expected. No sweat.
Oh, she dropped her phone.
Who did that?
Yeah, who?
Your face tells a tale.
Oh my god, I love this character so much.
Today.
I love this character so much, bro. The pompadour. Oh, paint me like one of your French girls.
Earth, thunder, marsh, wind.
I never thought I would see this character with a selfie stick. She's a vlogger.
Something this fun. How can I possibly?
Oh, hi, Sparksy.
Don't make me laugh.
She did the Dragon Ball Z like the.
Unfold.
Damn, the animation's fantastic. Oh, the OST is fun, isn't it? The OST is fun, isn't
The
it?
feng shui here is pretty good. Trust me, I've seen it with my own eyes.
Nice little Sparksy.
This is the perfect spot for a trophy.
Oh, that's a bit intimidating. Oh, God.
See, smooth sailing.
Bro, she does not let go of her.
So, how are things over there?
All good.
Oh, hi, Fish Out. There's no way there's no way she's IRL live streaming. There's no way. Goldie Star's true elation trailer, elation moment. Indeed. No, bro, that was awesome. That was a lot of fun. They gave us both, right? With the improv tour trailer, they're like, hey, storytelling, backstory, character depth, character development, slow and steady OST. This trailer, they're just like, let's have Yao Guang, an Arbiter General, the Cienzo Alliance, become an IRL streamer, vlogger, and basically use her fucking observation hockey to just dodge every attack that's coming her way. Yeah, the entire trailer was sick. Like, that was awesome. Suki, oh, that means Yao Guang challenges Sparksy. Yao Guang is looking for, she's looking for a fight, man. Like, she's fucking slamming the mask on Sunday's face. She's antagonizing Sparksy. Like, she's ready to throw hands. She could be a vlogger. Elation seems closely with media. Yeah. The reason I say she's probably an IRL streamer or vlogger is this part right here, because Fei Xiao seems to be watching this all going down. So I would imagine that means that she's live. But it could be like something that she posted after the fact. Who knows? Let's watch it again. That was super fun. I could watch this all night. I was not expecting this type of trailer. Poor Ting Yoon.
Hey, Fei Xiao, I made it.
She's like, oh God.
I'm in plain Arcadia.
She's just like grabbing on for dear
Mission's
life.
going smoothly.
I don't know if I call this going
Everything's
smoothly,
going
Yao Guang.
according to plan.
Even in
Wow.
mid-car
These
crash,
girls make the Yao
she's just
Guang
like, let me sweep my hair.
Excuse me, coming through. Honestly,
Is it a
30
bad thing that the character that I'm most excited for in 4.x is the first character?
No sweat.
She's not perfect. She did drop her phone here.
Who did that? Your face tells a tale. You're in for a beating
And
today.
now mommy is antagonizing everyone. Run away.
Earth, thunder, marsh, wind.
Rude. Like, I'm just imagining the logistics behind this. Like, did she just arrive and just start doing all this?
Unfold.
She blows herself up accidentally, seemingly as well. This part of the trailer is sick. Like, it is
Feng shui
awesome.
here's pretty good. Trust me, I've seen it with my own eyes.
Poor
This is the
Sparksy.
perfect spot for a trophy prize.
And we're all falling. Everyone's falling. And Yao Guang's like, wait,
Smooth
my selfie
sailing.
stick.
So, how are things over there?
And Fei Xiao's like, ah,
All
shit.
good.
I don't know if they're all good, Fei Xiao. I don't know if they're all good. Super fun trailer, man. Super fun. Poor Ting Yoon, indeed. She's. So we knew that she was gonna be in Planet Arcadia from the live stream, but yeah, very very nice to see like hard confirmation. Suki, it's not just you. There's others, so it's fine. Sadly, I skip elation for 4.7. Hey, Suki, that is smart. I will probably be doing one Elation team. I'm probably gonna do Silver Wolf. Silver Wolf is rumored to be an Elation DPS, so I'll probably just do her, and then Yao Guang support, and then maybe one other. Who knows? We'll see. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna do. There's like I'm leaning more and more towards skipping Evanescia. Basically, is what I'm saying. Potentially Nihilux as well. It depends on their kits. Yeah, but don't know who is compatible with her though. Yeah, that's why I'm summoning for Yao Guang. Number one, I was always gonna summon for Yao Guang because she, like I said, she's my favorite character out of the batch out of this initial batch for 4.x. Obviously, the character I'm most excited for all of 4.x is Himiko and her SP. But so I was always gonna summon for Yao Guang, but it's a good thing that she's an Elation support seemingly. So if there is going to be a character that is more likely to work with Silver Wolf, it's going to be Yao Guang. Sparksy has that even right treatment. The buff for a more Elation teammate is better, like Evernight. Yep. But unfortunately, I'm not summoning for Sparksy. Let's go. I mean, there's not a lot to talk about in this trailer, because it's literally just have a good time. These trailers are super, super great, man. So, poor face Xiao, by the way. Just Madam Yao, or Yao Guang, just urgent. This is the way this is fucking me recently at work. Just everyone just messaging me, just like, hey, this is urgent, extremely urgent. Please respond. Just bam, bam. Just wait, hold on. This is a matter of what? This is a matter of life and death. What does that say at the end? She called her sis. This is a matter of life and death, sis. Oh God. Urgent. Oh, what an absolute diva. And then she just straight up calls her. She says, you know what? Messages aren't working. I'm going to call her. And then just, hi, Tingyun. She's like, oh God. Tingyun's like, I should have come here with you, Cog. And then whee down the highway, and now she's just grabbing onto the chair. Look at this grip that she has on the steering wheel. Like her right hand is full on, just fully extended. And her left hand, bro, look at her grip on the steering wheel. Does this look like a sane woman to you? She just fucking, this is full on rotation. She said, what if the steering wheel was a Beyblade? That's what she said. That's what, bro, she's spinning this thing like it's a Beyblade. But like Tingyun grabbing on for dear life. Reckless drivers are worse than the Antimatter Legion. I agree. And now Tingyun is just fucking out of the car, just hanging on for dear life. Who knows how she got to this point, right? But just, and whee! Bro, Tingyun, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And then, crash land, Tingyun nowhere to be seen. She gets out, absolute diva. She just starts posing with her. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this. Who the hell did this character think she is? There's Tingyun on the floor. For all we know, she's just dead. Obviously, she's not dead. But car just flipped upside down. Tingyun on the floor, potentially dead. Yeah, exactly, Itsuki. Tingyun wasn't reborn for this. She doesn't deserve to be treated this way. Hey, Seeker, my friend. Good to see you on YouTube. Seeker, you had posted a message in one of my previous streams on YouTube, and I was not looking at YouTube chat. I apologize, my friend. I did not mean to ignore your message. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Sorry for ignoring your message previously. Literally Firefly and Blade Energy. Firefly and Blade Energy was, yeah, kind of similar, but that was like, Blade was like, yeah, I've got a driver's license, and, I'm going to, take things relatively, seriously. I did, bro. Hold on, man. Hold on. Like, Firefly at the very least knew that she could, like, potentially, like, be fine. Look at this shit. She's out of the car. She's holding on to the fucking edge of the window. Poor Tingyun. And then she gets out of the car and just selfie stick, just full on, just what an absolute diva. What an absolute diva. She's just truly embodying elation here. So, and yeah, just dodging everything, just very gracefully, just like, yeah, chill. There's the wreck. One day, Star Rail is gonna give me one of these like trailer shots right here, where the character is on the right and not the left, because every single time the character is on the left like this, it makes it extremely difficult to do a good YouTube thumbnail. So please, Star Rail, start flipping this. But yeah, like she's just using observation hockey. She's not perfect though, because she gets bumped here supposedly in some way, and loses her phone. So a little bit of clumsiness here. She gets upset like any good diva would, and anyways, I started blasting, just firing my laser. Poor pompadour chicken. Pay me like one of your French girls. And then just, screw the boss health bar. Bro, imagine if Endgame Star Rail was this easy. Just, boss health bar, goodbye. Did anyone tell Yao Guang she was a support and not a DPS? As Sparksy comes in and you just get bombastic action, just stops a bullet, by the way, with her fingers. And then I didn't see this the first time through. Like, supposedly maybe the bullet does this, but it just, the bullet, like she's like aura farming here. Like Sparksy fires like a couple of cannons at her. She catches it and she's like, ha ha ha, you cannot get me. And the bullet just starts igniting and it explodes. She just fucking flies off into the air. Bro, I love this trailer. This trailer is so fucking funny. Look at her. She was trying to aura farm and failed completely. But then mid-air just activates her powers again and just makes up for it completely. This part of the trailer is the most visually impressive part of the trailer. Just the kind of like the art style, just like very Peacock-esque, very aesthetically pleasing. And then from here till the end, it's just action, right? This is just action. Yao Guang, this might be like a visual metaphor of her trying to control Sparksy in 4.0 or 4.x. Everyone's falling. She's just continuing to be an absolute queen. And then amazing end card, by the way. And then, of course, Fei Xiao is like looking at all this, like, what have we done? Why did we have to send her? And just like, all good. And Jing Yuan's like, look, you can see like the sweat drop, like, shit, I'm gonna have to clean this up. Amazing. Her eyes turn red. Well, yeah, I think we've seen that before. It's probably just like a visual, like, change. Isn't 4.0 Sparksy hunting Sparkle or defeat Sparksy game? Who knows, man? Like, we saw in the live stream that Sparksy had some like hunted down Sparkle in some way. If they're one and the same at this point, probably not. So I will reserve my judgment for when 4.0 comes out. Seeker Blazerfly reference based Hoy at 142. Wait, really? Hold on. Did I miss a Blazerfly? Oh, the fucking fireworks scene when they're when the Trailblazer and Firefly are flying through the fireworks in Penacony. It is similar to that, isn't it? Is there like a direct reference though? Like, do we get to see them like flying through the fireworks? I don't think so. Like, it would have been cool to have like a green like lion like going through the sky, but it doesn't look like it, unfortunately. Yeah, fantastic trailer. Someone fucking rescue my girl. Bro, I just love the difference where Ting Yun is just grabbing onto her fucking seat for dear life. Like, she said fuck the seatbelt. Like, I don't see the seatbelt on. She said the seatbelt's not enough. I have to grab onto this seat with every fiber of my being. And then Yao Guang is just like, you only live once, fucking full throttle. Look at her grip on the steering wheel. She said, let her rip, and just spun the Beyblade. That's what she did. Hoyo did mention they will reveal Yao Guang's unique fighting strategy. Based on the improv tour trailer, she does seem to have a very interesting way that she approaches combat. So, please fasten your seatbelt while the vehicle is in motion. I don't think Ting Yun has that option. She's just, at this point, doing everything she can to hold on for dear life. And failing, because she just dies at this point. Absolute diva. Anywho, let's go ahead and wrap it up here for today, guys. Fantastic trailers. The first trailer, the improv tour trailer, was super, super cool. OST was fantastic. Backstory, character development, character depth, lore, just, you know, the whole shebang. Really enjoyable trailer. That set up Yao Guang's character to be very exciting for 4.0. And then vice versa, the character trailer that we got, just full on batshit insane. Just have a good time, have fun, laugh, you know, just elation, right? So, two very different types of trailers, both equally as amazing. So, like I said at the start of the stream, next time you see me will probably be tomorrow, because 4.0 is going to drop here very soon. So we will be summoning for the diva in question, Yao Guang, as soon as she comes out. Hopefully we get lucky so that we can get her light cone. And then the next day, unfortunately, we will not be streaming the story. We will be waiting for the weekend to stream the story, either Saturday or Sunday. Still haven't decided which. But when we do stream the story this weekend, we will do it all in one go. So the whole story in one playthrough. So as we have done so for the past 6 or 7 story quests that we've done. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up here for today. Suki, Goldie, Seeker, and Andreas, if you guys are still here, thank you so much for coming in and chatting it up with me. Always a pleasure to have you guys here and to discuss and have some chats with. So, Corona, my friend, you are arriving at the end. I am so sorry, Corona. It's good to see you, man. I feel like it's been a while. How have you been, Corona? Everything all right on your end? Hanging in there? But yeah, we're wrapping up. Yeah, hello, my friend. Hope you're doing well. VOD's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be on Twitch if you want to see my reaction, Corona. But good to say hello at least. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. I don't think we've spoken since the New Year, so Happy New Year to you. But yeah, we're wrapping up here. You've been good, thrilled for the next version. I'm happy to hear it. Yeah, you could say that I am also very elated for the next version. Pun intended. But so yeah, tomorrow we're going to be summoning for Yao Guang. This weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, we'll play through the story. So that's when you guys can see me next time. So thank you guys so much for coming in. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, guys. Peace, light.